You know, every year at this time of year, we get the usual obligatory sort of thing about, oh, you know, the NHS, it's on its knees, Nova virus, pandemics, all that sort of stuff. And I don't know about you, but, you know, you do kind of think, here we go again. Because when you look at the NHS, it has literally millions of pounds thrown at it by every single government. But now it's not fit for purpose. And I would say that and put that out there. I can speak from experience, of course, because recently, I don't know if you've tried this over here, well, you try and get a doctor's appointment. Oh, yes. I mean, I feel sorry for anybody that's not computer, savvy. And I'm not, let's be honest, I can tell you, I can do certain things, but wow, you try and go online to get a doctor's appointment. It's so hard. And now, of course, we've got people behind the counter who are not trained professionals at all. But get this, they won't even speak to you unless you confirm your date of birth. I mean, what does that mean? What's that about? But they've been given a uniform and a badge, and suddenly they're like Hattie Jakes from the Carry On Matron films, very powerful and pushy. And if they don't like what you request or tell them, then they don't put you through to see a doctor. But there's a bigger picture, because actually the doctors are incredibly busy. But not with you, no, the British taxpaying public, or indeed British citizens. They're flooded with people coming in illegally. And guess what? They're first in the queue. Let me explain. Morning, good to see you. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you're all right. This is not really an alarming headline, is it? Because if, sorry, I'll have a quick wave. If, of course, you live in, the United Kingdom, I'm sure it could be the same anywhere else in the world, this is not picking on those people. It's the system that I'm really angry about, because when you look at the NHS, they're still advertising for diversity managers, inclusivity managers. Why don't you just get people that can actually manage the business? I could do a better job myself. As I said, you go to the local GP, and there you have these people totally untrained. There's a guy, my local GP, that was answering the phone 6 months ago. Suddenly now he's trained as a blood nurse. Right. I mean, it's a bit worrying, because he couldn't find a vein, you know what I'm saying? But there you go. And I'm making fun of it, but it was true. Now, I've not been able to see a doctor for over a year, right? And you just have the routine tests, don't you? But I'm a fully paid up, tax-paying British citizen. I can't get to see anybody. Oh, no. But behind the scenes, my doctor's surgery is very busy seeing all the migrants and illegals that are flooding in, all thanks to this government and previous governments, on a daily basis. And look at these staggering figures. Just 8% of appointments are used by British citizens. 51% of patients require an interpreter at the taxpayer's expense. Also, in effect, think about this, taking up a double appointment. 72% of all sick notes are issued to patients who do not speak English. 92% of appointments at this practice were being taken by foreign nationals, over half requiring interpretation. Now, I would say this is not what the NHS was designed for, and it's not simply what you pay your taxes for. It gets worse than that, because if you're staying in one of these migrant hotels, the reason why the doctors are not available is they go in there. They literally give them door-to-door service. And behind the scenes, I've been told from an excellent source, this is because they can claim all of this money for their surgery. So think about this, and you may think, oh, Neil's, having a bit of a rant. No, but work this out, right? They're pushing you to come for your, vaccinations, flu vaccination, COVID vaccination. They're all the things, as I said to you before, they can make money on. But an appointment where you might have a worry about maybe a lump, or you just feel a bit run down, or there's something bothering you where you need a face-to-face comforting voice and perhaps some reassurance. No, you can't see them. But if you're a migrant coming in here illegally, boy oh boy, you can go straight to the front of the queue. Now, ask yourself your question when you next go to your surgery and find out exactly whether your surgery operates like that. You can ask them and just watch very closely in their eyes. They'll quickly change the subject, because they all know this is truly going on behind GP's doors. Neil Shawn in the very heart of London.